Okay, when you are comfortable, nice, huge, deep breaths in. Making sure you are sat or lay somewhere that is very comfortable and safe. Somewhere that you won't be disturbed. And when we drop into this zone, allowing the body to feel I am safe, allowing the mind to know I am safe. And as we breathe and drop into I am okay exactly where I am right now. There's nowhere else for me to be, and there's nowhere else for me to go. I'm here with my body and my breath and my heartbeat. And then we're going to allow now that dropping out of, almost like dropping out of reality, dropping out of the matrix of what's next and what's been into the now moment. Unfolding out of this morning, unfolding out of yesterday, unfolding out of the past. Separating yourself from what has already been. Stepping into the moment. And then unfolding out of the future, of all the plans for this afternoon, for tomorrow. Doesn't even exist. As we drop more and more into now, pulling the mind into the breath, into the heartbeat, into the sensations of the body, and allowing the sensations of the breath and the pulsating heart to allow you to anchor more and more into the moment that is truly real, the ever unfolding eternal moment. And as we allow your consciousness to drop more and more into this zone of stillness, it's like everything around you can start to part, the clouds of life. And you can even use your visualization to feel what is through me and around me that's not me. And it's that unmerging from everyone and everything and everywhere as you push all the things that are not you out of your body, out of your auric field, from around you. And utilizing that breath to reaffirm this is my moment, my body, my life. And you're pulling all of your energy, all of your awareness into the now, pulling it back even from any projects, anything that you've been working on, into the powerhouse of the body in the flesh, into the consciousness that is aware of every tingling little cell that has its own little essence, its own electrical charge. The powerhouse of the body. So powerful, generates so much heat, so much energy from the breath, from the food, from everything we can utilize within this body, our consciousness that we can allow in. And again, the more and more you relax, the more and more you connect into that quantum field of energy. And as you utilize that connection to the quantum field with your breath, with your connection to your own soul, with your own soul vibration, welcoming your soul in. And as we feel now this 0 point of awareness now, it's like you're collecting all of your energy. And everything else in the reality starts to just blur into the background. Nothing else matters. Just you right now. I am all that matters right now. And as you pull your own awareness around your own body and your own flesh, utilizing again the breath, the flow, is that in and out like the waves of the ocean. It creates that swirl through the lungs, the swirl that spins around our body, that circulates through our blood. We are these swirls, we are the movement, we are the to and fro. But as we allow to recognize all that movement in the stillness of the now, we're going to start to generate these emotional frequencies in the powerhouse of this body. And we can utilize thinking into how actors create these frequencies to create roles and emotions within movies. And we're feeling into our own body and our own consciousness. And we can feel, even just by putting a smile upon our face, all of a sudden our posture will start to change. It's almost like we can breathe in a different frequency of air, of light. And as we begin to now breathe in through the smile, through the laughter, we're going to start to really generate these feelings in our bodies now. And emotions, they flow through us, but we can also generate them. They are information, but also stuff, energy that we can create within us. And we're allowing this down. If you feel like it's almost outside of you when you're creating this, breathe the awareness of creating it through your heart and through your spine and through your core. The center of your being maybe even becomes a color, becomes a movement or a pulsation of colors. Feeling into the word of joy. I am joy. I am joy. Joy. Not just the word, the feeling behind it. And we're going to create more and more of that joyous laughter energy. And when you feel into it, you might even get these visuals of the dance, of the flow, of the movement, of smiling with people as you dance with them. It's a very dancey kind of movement of a frequency. And you're welcoming that dance of the joy into the internal world, into all these cells, all these communities of cells throughout your body. And your consciousness is almost like the ruler, the god of all these cells within the body. And they're at the whim of how you feel, of how you portray yourself in life, of what you decide to create. And it's like every little cell within your body with its own little nucleus and its own little kind of system. It's like we're washing all those little communities with the joy and the laughter and the smile energy. And if you're struggling to connect with this, send the spiral of this energy up to your mind, up to your head. Is your mind getting in the way? Is it trying to play with you? Is it trying to let you know that you can't smile right now? Spin it out and bring that laughter in. I choose to be happy. I choose a happy life. I welcome a happy life, a happy existence, a happy, joyful energy through my core. And it's like you're creating this imprint, this internal world of imprint through the heart and through the core. And it'll start to get lighter. And you might even notice that other parts of your body are starting to get heavier or more uncomfortable as you're bringing in this laughter and this joy energy. And we're going to connect it into the bliss. I'm bliss. Bliss, peace, and joy. And let's feel into the peace. Peace. It's almost like the stillness. I am so safe. I am peaceful. Think of peace when it's in the greater world. We want peace. We don't want conflict. We don't want arguing. We will always have difference in opinion, but how can we be peaceful within that? And it's the peace that allows all these beautiful viewpoints to still be valid, to still be recognized. And there's not a dictatorship of one thing is right and one thing is wrong. And it's this union of all people's viewpoints as source consciousness coming through in all different angles to experience this reality in its own way, from its own lens. We're not going to agree with everyone's lens of this reality, but it's that peaceful energy of I have peace. That we can all be unique and all be different, but all peaceful. And as we allow this feeling of peace and harmony in the external environment, we're feeling into that peace and harmony within your own body. Am I at union with my own self? Am I fighting myself? Am I not liking myself? And allow this peaceful energy to run through you. Where am I at war with my own organs, with my own emotions, with my own mental energies? And as you allow the questions to come in, you can start to notice the heaviness in different areas of the body. You might even get memories. Breathe through it, let it pass through you. The more you notice it, the more you can allow it to be seen and evaporated from your flesh, from your body. What is blocking the peace? Where am I at war with my own self? And you might even feel sadness come up, because the sadness is the conflicted self, where you have maybe said a horrible word or felt a horrible thing towards the way you speak, the way you look, the way you do something, the way you are accepted. Even the energy of, why don't I fit in? Relaxing through all of this, and you're becoming at union with your own self. The more you can accept your own self, the more we can allow that peace to come in, because peace is literally acceptance. Acceptance of all the uniqueness of who you are. Everything that makes you different to other people. Everything that makes you completely unique in your own way, in your own essence. That no two people, no two souls are ever the same. Yet we originate from the same consciousness, but experience ourselves in different vibrational expressions. Peace. And now feeling the peace now as it comes through. And now as peace comes through and it's union, when it's fully felt, it automatically starts to connect into the joy. And when the peace and the joy combined, boom, we get the bliss. Feel the bliss. It is peace and it is joy in harmony together. And there's nothing to do, there's nothing to be, there's nothing to achieve. And it's that realization that happiness is not another relationship, it's not more money, it's not achieving a certain goal. Happiness is always within us. It's not something we have to search for. And in fact, the more we search for it, the more lost we become, and the more separated from ourselves we are. Happiness is an internal expression of our connection and our acceptance to ourselves. And that connection to that expression of self fully realized within this universe of this reality we're in right now. And it's like, can I accept myself within this reality so much that I burst into bliss? And you can feel the amount of energy that starts to amplify from bliss. It's that powerhouse. It changes everything. It's this energy that can just start to morph and move the quantum field. And all the energies that you've created up until now that have imprinted in your field of your body and your aura, when you connect into the knowingness that I create bliss in my internal environment, everything starts to shift. Your whole reality, your whole timeline starts to move, starts to vibrate, starts to crack into a new field, a new opening, a new possibility for your existence in this reality. I am bliss, and I choose bliss. I create bliss within my flesh, within my body. And again, as I'm utilizing these words, connect to the feeling. And it's almost like you can even utilize your breath as I breathe in bliss. And every breath is this tingle of the bliss feeling, the dance of the joy and the peace combined. I am bliss, I am bliss. Spiraling it through your body, through your core, your spine, that holds you in this reality, your support system. And as you choose bliss, you're choosing to be supported by the pathways of bliss within this reality. You're opening up your field for greater potential energy to reach you. That miracle consciousness where just these right people, right places, just all unfold in and around your circumstances. I am bliss, and I open up to that. And again, feel into the contradiction. What inside of you feels like a lie? What inside of you doesn't want to believe this? And it's like taking all of your awareness, all of your focus into all of those areas that just don't believe what we are speaking now, that don't want to absorb bliss, that they're almost rejecting it. And it's like, where am I not allowing myself to be happy? I deserve to be happy. I deserve happiness. I deserve to live a happy life. Where inside of me am I rejecting that? And again, it will probably be at a subconscious level. None of us really consciously want to reject a happy life. But as we feel into the vibration of bliss and the feeling of bliss and allowing that to pour through our bodies, really allowing that utilization of that frequency to expand through our backs, through our chests, through our throats. Where am I stopping myself? Where am I believing that this is all I deserve in life? That I've reached a limit and this is all I am? Because that's the lie. And we're allowing all these barriers, all these walls that have become a lie to expand and open up around you. For I am the truth. And the truth is, I am bliss and I am happiness. Because that is all there is. And everything else is just this duality. This reality where we're here to see both of the polar opposites of where we are and who we are to grow in this world, in our consciousness. And as we see the game of life for what it is, we can continually choose what makes us smile, what makes us laugh, our truth. And again, feel into your back here. What are you carrying as a burden of belief? What have you chose to box yourself into? For again, it is a lie. You are boundless. There is nothing that should ever contain you because your consciousness is beyond containment, beyond limitation. The only limitations are the limitations that you have set for yourself. And again, they can come in from parents, from friends, from schooling, from relationships, from your own belief in your own self in this reality. But then we choose to be free from it. We choose to be free from our own set limitation. I am bliss, and I deserve a happy life. I invoke a happy life. I have a happy life. And we're going to pull it right into the now moment. I have a happy life. I choose it, I own it, and I have it. Feel it ground through you, through your spine. It is not outside of myself. It is something I create internally. The manifestation of my reality is from an internal experience. That all of my perceptions of sight, of touch, of hearing, of smell, every perception I have of this reality is information that is fed into this universe of these cells. But within this universe of these cells, I choose bliss. And I choose to be able to overpower all the frequencies outside of myself, to allow the bliss to always and continually vibrate from my internal world as I choose this for myself. Again, breathe this in all the way through. You're now allowed to expand, boom, out of yourself, like rays and rays of light, starlight, soul light, your own soul light, your own frequency radiating out through your body into your auric field. And it's taking ownership of your own universe and the radiant energy of your own soul light as it continues to echo out into this quantum field of reality. I am powerful. I am the powerhouse of my own reality and my own emotions. Huge breaths to integrate this in, allowing that radiant smile energy to keep radiating this out further, utilizing your imagination and your visualization to allow this to expand. And as we pause now, as the radiant star that you are, the radiant sun of your own self, then when you feel ready now, taking a huge deep breath to fully integrate back all the energies, all the frequencies that have been freed up, all the extra energy that can be channeled into you and your body and your frequencies now. Like they pour into your chakra systems, your auric field, they circulate you, they feed you, they grow, they expand through your being as you allow yourself to continually ground this into your flesh. Breathing more and more back into the feeling and sensation of your hands and your feet. Back into the moment of truth, the moment of right now.